Hey, what's up, guys? This is our first podcast. Say hello, Grant.
Hi.
Um, so today we're basically going to be talking about a ton of fishing stuff.
Yeah. And this kid is not really cool because he posted a fishing lure picture saying it was a pearl.
Right, on Fishmore. I didn't even know what Fishmore is.
Hey, go get Fishmore and follow me at Grant Johnson.
And my name's AU5TIN10. If you have that, if not, you should probably
Hey,
download it.
get Fishmore and follow
Not
us.
sponsored. We're not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
But yeah.
No.
Anyway, we're getting.
Don't
into
give me a
this.
copyright strike,
We're
please.
getting into this. So first thing, how we met. So
That's actually pretty funny.
we met at the lakes.
Where we
that are
fish.
yeah. This lake that we fish at.
Crappy. Crappier than crap.
Yeah.
We saw this big koi and we put stuff he would eat right in front of his face and he just swam away.
Yeah,
We've done this with bass too and they just swim away.
All right, so we met. So that was just a normal day, right? It was probably about like 3 or 4 or something p.m.
I just got off school.
Yeah, and we both walked over to the lakes. I didn't know him at
We
this
didn't
point.
even know each other.
And
I just want to go fishing with my friend Sam.
I haven't fished in a long time, right? So like I was just getting my pole ready.
Idiot.
It was probably like the first time I was going out fishing.
In like a year.
Yeah, in like a year since But anyway, then like he came over to me and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" Blah blah, blah. And then he helped me get this like really
Spinning.
bad knot out of my
Spinning.
reel.
Reel?
Which recently I literally cast it out and all the line just went off.
That was actually pretty funny.
Like I just lost the lure and every bit of line I had.
What
So,
was on there?
your Senko?
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace, your Senko. It's now in the middle of that pond with nothing.
Senkos. My man.
But yeah, that's basically how we met. After what'd you say to give me again? You're like, you catch anything? And I was like, I just got out here.
Yeah, it was really awkward, but
Yeah, I'm guess that's how all like friends start out, I guess.
oh yes, but
And then we just talked and we're like fishing a little, and I was telling him about like the previous years where I've actually caught fish there, and
I have a funny story to tell you
I
about
don't
catching
know.
fish there.
I don't know what happened
So-
to all
so-
the fishing there.
We were fishing out there one day, and we've been fishing out there, at least 6 months together.
Yeah, probably.
Couple months together. And, we got some, these 3 dudes come up. We go offer them some minnows we just, live minnows we just caught.
Or using as bait.
We're using as bait, right? And these dudes, they catch a fish. The first time out there, they catch a
The
fish.
first time they've ever been there. We were talking to them, and they're like, yeah, it's our first time. We're just trying it out over here. And then we look across the pond, and they caught a fish. I've been out there for like a year now
Like
without catching anything, dude. I know there's bass in there though.
Oh my! We
because
saw this big 6-7 pound koi he hooked up to.
He's huge.
He snapped his line.
He's a giant though.
I
But
remember
anyway.
we were sitting out there today and we went fishing right before this podcast, and we saw that koi at least 20 times.
Yeah.
We saw it.
He just came up and swam by us,
came
and then just
up to
swam
us.
away. And I honestly don't know how we're staying motivated. How we like.
How we stayed motivated.
Yeah, cause like we haven't caught in anything in like so long. Like the last time I caught a fish there was probably like 2 years ago.
I mean, the way I stay motivated is doing that crap is the kids, right? Because we go in the suburbs, and if we start posting videos of where we're at, we live in the suburbs, right? We're fishing in the suburbs.
Not a good spot.
Not a good spot to fish. I'll
Not
tell you that.
exactly your prime fishing spot.
But
right?
it's super fun when we get out there and we have we have a
Waders.
minnow trap, so we'll keep minnows, catch them in craws, and we have little kids that come up to us and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And, they're in awe with their parent. The kids are just in awe. They've never seen anybody fish before, because a lot of these kids really haven't, because they're out there,
Yeah.
So we'll let them hold a minnow and they love it, and they'll hold a craw and they're just
Yeah,
it's awesome.
or if we're out there in like waders fishing or something. I remember this one kid. He was like, "Mommy, look, he's in the water. He's gonna get eaten."
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I was like trying not to laugh because they were walking right past, but it was so cute.
These are. Take this into consideration. These are kids that are 3, 4, and 5 years old.
Yeah.
Young kids. So if they say something that offends us, they're not gonna say anything that offends us.
Yeah, that's not
You
gonna
know.
offend us. Like they
Yeah.
don't know anything.
Yeah.
Like they don't know that.
I just
They
want to.
think that there's like the Loch Ness monster in there or whatever. I don't know.
I just want to throw that out there in case I say something. In case we say something later that might sound like the kids are saying something bad to us.
Yeah.
But they're really not.
Yeah.
They have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
They have no idea who their mom is really.
They were born 3 years ago. Just keep that in
They just came
mind.
to the world 3 years ago.
Yeah. So they're newbies.
They're noobs at life. But the funny thing is,
They're noobs.
this is why we fish together.
God.
I say stupid crap. He says stupid crap.
They're noobs at life. Alrighty.
Oh, but this kid over here, he's going to high school, right?
Yep.
He's going into high school. I'm going into the 7th grade. You wouldn't think the 7th grader would be taller than a high schooler. Well, this kid's about
We
what?
don't talk about that.
This kid's about like what, 5'2", and I'm about 5'4". So it's kind of awkward because they think we're in the same. Everybody thinks we're in the same grade. No, he's going to high school, and they're like, oh, okay. Like my mom the other night when he came over for dinner. My mom was like, oh, okay.
You're in high school, all right.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. Oh, you're still going? No, I'm going to. Oh.
Wow. But yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
there's this one time. Actually, there's like technically 3 ponds there. There's a really small pond. There's a really small pond there, and then there's 2 decent sized lakes. The little small pond I've seen fish in before, but that was before they drained it. So yeah, I don't know if there's still any fish in there. I mean, I doubt it. It's a really small pond.
They've
The
drained all sorts of crap.
first pond, which is the one we don't usually fish in, I've seen fish in there before, but then again, that's like 2 years ago.
And they drained it. They actually drained it. I think last year or about the time that he 2 years ago, they drained it. So this was probably before they drained it and everything.
Yeah.
So there's you can tell there's nothing in there eating the algae, because
There's a ton of algae in there.
algae everywhere. When the
And that's why in the second lake, which is where we fish, there's no algae in there.
because
Like-
cod eats it all.
Yeah, there's because that's the one we usually fish in. Like there's minnows, turtles.
Cross.
I actually today I really didn't want to leave because I wanted to see what this thing in the water was. It kind of looked like a frog, but then it also kind of seemed like a little baby turtle or something.
Probably was a baby turtle.
I'm really hoping
Just-
it was because oh
Yeah.
my god, dude,
We'd
that'd be amazing.
I don't know if Austin, can you pop up pictures on here on the screen that they're seeing it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Austin, I'm gonna send you the picture of the snake and stuff. Pop that up there.
Oh yeah, the one I caught.
We'll-
All right,
We'll pop the pictures of the snake and the turtle that we caught
Yeah.
there.
I've actually, oh man, I don't want to. Okay, so there's this one snake, right? This is the biggest snake in the pond, right? It's not ginormous because
No,
it's just
definitely not.
it's a plains garter snake, but
Plain garden snake, not a plains garden snake.
it's actually yeah, whatever.
You said
At first I thought it was a common garter snake, but I have this book of like reptiles and how to identify
He's a nerd.
them. Yeah,
Animal nerd.
All right, but anyway, so one day I'm going to the lakes. One of my good friends that has been there. He used to go to the lakes with me all the time, and he would catch fish with me there too, like 2 or 3 years ago. And he moved away to Oklahoma. But yeah, he was out for like a week or so, and we're over there, and we actually found they have this netting all around the lakes and grass and the water everywhere. This snake was tangled up in that netting, and its neck snapped in there, and it died. So we cut the snake out of all the crap. It was recent, right? Because like it still looked like it was alive. Like
This was
we
a
thought.
week ago.
Yeah, no, it was like a month or so
A
ago.
month ago.
But yeah, it looked like it was still alive, but then we realized it was dead. So we brought it over, we put it under some rocks, and it's still rotting over there. You can still see the skeleton of it.
The one thing I don't like about the pond that we fish at, it's not that we catch fish. I don't care if we don't catch fish.
Yeah,
It's
so
there's
fun.
netting everywhere.
Yeah, the
You can
net.
walk 10 feet
You
away
get
from.
snagged so much, dude.
Oh my! You can walk 10 feet away from the edge of that
Dig down a little.
and then
nets.
you got net. There's net all over that part, and it's a hazard because like the snakes will get their heads caught up in there, and they say that they're like they don't try not to kill things. Don't kill things in your neighborhood.
and even if they
when they're killing things themselves.
Yeah, even if they're like snakes, right? Like some of you listen to this, you might not like snakes, you might hate snakes, whatever. These snakes aren't venomous. A lot of people think they're
Garden
poisonous.
snakes. Okay.
They're not garden
They're not.
snake. It's a garter.
Garter snakes.
Garter snake.
It's a non-poisonous snake. That's all I know.
Non-venomous.
Non-venomous snake. Okay, Mr. Technical.
Yeah, but anyway, even if you hate snakes, whatever, they're like a lot of people why they hate snakes and don't like them is because they're not educated on it. Yeah, so that's a lot of the reasons why.
Yeah.
But mainly,
We're out here.
know.
Yeah, go. Hey. Also, one quick note. Go and get Fishmore right now. Pause this video. Go get Fishmore and follow me at Grant Johnson.
oh my God, dude.
I'm a savage, bro. You don't have to. I don't care if
Alright.
you don't do it.
Yeah, but also another thing is, one time whenever I was over at the lakes, I'm pretty sure you were there with me too.
I was with you in the most recent crap.
Yeah, so it was a real bummer for me, because this is
Oh,
a
yeah, I was
lure.
with you.
This is a lure, that I've been using for a while, and like I actually used this lure and I've gotten bites on there,
Oh yeah.
and I was excited to use it, right? And
Oh, I
so,
know this. Oh yeah.
I guess I didn't tie enough good knot on it or whatever happened.
I should have had my waders when this happened.
Yeah, I cast out, right? Zzz, I'm like, all right, yeah, and I start reeling, and I'm like, oh, my lure's not on here. And then like my lure went into the straight of the pond. We were looking in the
We looked
water
there
and
for
everything.
a straight 30 minutes.
Yeah, just trying to find this lure that I always liked using.
But this is a prize lure though. Like you don't, this is the only lure that the fish like.
Yeah,
Besides the lizard, I got this yum box full of soft plastics.
you've probably heard of it.
Yeah. But lizards in there, right? I'll throw a lizard out there, and the bass actually ate my tail off the lizard.
Yeah, that was today.
That's today. Yeah, I don't have the lizard with me, but
Yeah, but yeah. So next thing, like the fish there, whenever you normally catch fish, right? They act like a normal fish, right?
oh my
These
gosh.
fish, holy smokes, dude. They are so different than any other fish.
You could put the juiciest look.
You could put a live crawdad in front of their face that they would be hungry. You could tell they're hungry. I swear, if you put your crawdad on a hook next to their face, next to a natural crawdad, they would look at yours and then go to the other one, the actual crawdad. I swear. Either they're
They
the
know.
smartest fish ever, or they're just really dumb and don't care.
They have this. So we were gonna do a crawdad catch and cook. That didn't turn out so well because they end up putting chemicals in the pond we fish at.
That you can't get out.
That you can't get out. This might have to do something with the
Their
fish.
behavior.
Yeah, the behavior might be doing something because of the chemical. I don't know the exact chemical they put in.
But all we know is you can't purge it out of the crawdads. I've tried crawdads from there before. Let's just say it's not terrible. Well, it's pretty terrible, but it's not the worst thing you can ever expect.
I have to say something real quick, Austin. Purging. I'm a Cajun, right? So if he says something that kind of sounds funny, I'm kind of gonna jump in and tell you. Purging is when you throw some salt in the water and you and you get the crawdads stirred up, right? You get all and when you start stirring the crawdads out, they start spitting out their poop. They start pooping out. They start spitting the mud out. They start pooping out. So it's a completely clean crawdad. If you do not purge them, they're gonna end up tasting funny. I thought that you could purge the chemical out of here, but it's like these crawdads were born with that chemical in them.
Yeah.
I
So
think
you
I
can't
don't
really get
know.
it out of them. Yeah, but the crawdads there, it's so cool to me. There's like the little pond. It has so many little baby crawdads in there. They're smaller than flies, dude. Like you could tell they're crawdads too because of the way they flap their little small tail and swim.
They were just born, I think. They just hatched their eggs.
Yeah, something.
Something crazy. I don't know, man.
I mean, I've seen eggs over there under bushes and stuff, but I think they're bird eggs or something. But
Yeah.
it's weird because they
Crawdad-
laid them on the
Crawdads
ground.
keep their eggs
Yeah.
underneath it.
Yeah.
Tail.
Actually, I've caught one. It was so disgusting. Cause me and my friend, we caught it, right? And then we look under its tail and we see all these little eggs. So we're like, oh no, we need to get this back in the water. This is a pregnant. This is a pregnant crawdad.
Is this in the
I've
springtime?
Yeah, I've caught like 3 pregnant crawdads before, like in the spring going into summertime. And
they're
we
mating.
every time we caught them, we're like, crap, we need to get out. We need to put it back.
Yeah.
We need to put it back.
So now we always check underneath their tails and see.
Yeah,
if
whenever we catch them. But I mean, it's post spawn right now,
they
so
post-spawn.
we should be good.
Well, there are, the babies that just hatched, so maybe the parents are like a little worried, a little bit more on their end, on the bass because they just hatched. My favorite, I'm gonna talk about my favorite lure though.
Yeah.
My
What's yours?
favorite lure is, what is that? Oh,
All right, what's your favorite lure then?
my favorite lure. My favorite lure is to throw this little. I like to throw Guggen baits, right? I like to throw Guggen Kraken claws, cause they catch fish, but I haven't.
Not there.
Not there. I've never tried them there, and I've bought stuff that looks like Kraken claws, and they won't eat them. So there's no way they're gonna eat anything. But I
And
like
I've
to
seen
use-
them eating crawdads in there before.
Yeah,
There's tons of minnows and crawdads and all that in there
I
before.
got some black and blue freight claws, and they won't even eat 'em.
We've tried it all.
We've tried
And-
everything. Everything in my tackle box, everything in Austin's tackle box, we've tried it all in that pond. We've even tried power baits in there.
We've tried power bait.
Yes, we have.
Yes.
I
And they don't eat anything.
They're-
We got so desperate to use power bait, trout power bait on bass.
It was bad. It was a bad day that day.
Yeah.
It was a bad day that day.
But there's also this one pond, which it's close, but not. It's not relatively like across the street, like the one that we use is. But it's a little pond on a golf course, right? And me and my friend, the one that moved to Oklahoma, were fishing there, and these guys come to us, and they're like, hey, you can't fish here. So we're like, all right, whatever, we'll leave. And yeah, like, I kind of want to go there at nighttime one time, but I'm not going to disclose if I do that, because,
We're probably not.
yeah, probably not,
Probably not,
because, we
'cause
don't
it's
want to get, like,
just-
arrested or anything.
I've
But I've caught bluegill out of there before they told us to leave, and I'm really wondering if there's some bass in there, dude.
there's one funny thing about living up here in Colorado. Now, okay, you're gonna say you can't be a Cajun and live in Colorado. Okay, if you're Cajun and listen to this podcast, my family is from Louisiana. My dad had a job my dad's work moved us up here to Colorado. And Colorado.
I like how you're explaining your authenticity as a
Yes,
Cajun.
I am a Cajun, man. But, like, I'll come up here, and Austin came over for dinner one night. He said he never really liked green beans. I said, I've told him that I'm a Cajun
Yeah,
before.
and he's always talking about this Cajun spices, and I'm like,
Yeah,
what is he
whatever.
talking about?
You
And
figured
then
out what I was talking about.
figured out at dinner. Let's just say
Well,
that.
he
was
loved
so
the green bean. He said he never would
good.
even touch them.
Green beans are usually just like plain, like they don't have that much flavor. But you put whatever his dad or his mom put on that. Oh my God,
Oh.
it makes it so good.
Get some nunus.
That chicken,
I'm not sponsored.
the flavor just pops. It's like
The chicken? Yeah, that was good.
Chicken, the
Chicken.
green beans, the rice, whatever, all of it.
I should have you over for jambalaya night.
With
where
the
we
what
do
now?
Jambalaya.
Okay.
Hey, if you know what jambalaya is, hit me down there. Say, what's good? Say, what's good?
and,
if you know what
and
jambalaya
explain
is.
it to me, because I don't want him to
Jambalaya
explain.
is a... Not on the podcast?
No, I don't think they would want to listen to explaining food,
I love food, man.
Yeah,
I
but
tell you. Hey, you know what? What's his name? Can't think of his name no more.
Sam,
No,
DJ,
no.
I have no idea who you're talking about. I have no idea what this kid's talking about.
Can't think of his
Kendall
name.
Gray.
Kendall Gray. There we go. We have to pause it and like wait.
I showed him Kendall Gray.
Whoa, let's go, Gray Gang.
Yeah, now he's like obsessed with Kendall Gray videos.
Minners.
Yeah. Every time before he watched them,
he wouldn't let me fillet a minner.
I would say Minners, and he'd be like, "What?
Oh, what's a minnow?"
And I was like, "It's a minnow," but you know.
Yeah.
And then he started watching the videos. He's like, he came over one day. He's like, "Let's go catch some minnows." I was like, "All right, now you're learning."
He's like, "Now you're learning." Yeah.
But let's to like end off the podcast. Let's talk about what for the future, like our fishing
channel.
And whatever,
in
like
general.
just fishing in general, yeah. So I mean, I'm moving, not too far away, about like a mile and a half or so away.
It's not. We're playing days.
Yeah, to go out and stuff.
When we go, we're definitely gonna make up for that small time. Just
yeah.
And you wanna go Bar Lake
Yeah,
like
we can go to Bar Lake
tomorrow or
sometimes.
something.
Riverdale Lake, Riverdale Park.
You wanna go to Riverdale?
We probably shouldn't say all these places. They're gonna find out where we live. But anyway,
these
places around us.
Bar Lake is about 20 miles away from us.
If anybody lives in Colorado and they're seeing this, tell us what you think about Bar Lake fishing. You know.
Okay, yeah.
Because
We
know nothing. We know nothing about Bar Lake
If you fish in Bar Lake, Colorado, you tell me what is in that pond. And if I need to buy a frickin' kayak, I will to go fish that pond.
It's a lake.
If it's in that lake, I'm in pond fishing lately.
All right.
Sorry.
But yeah, I really there's no really ponds or lakes around where I live, but up if you go a different direction, then we can. You know, if like you drive, I would have to probably find my mom or her boyfriend to drive me up there or something.
Your boyfriend.
Or my
No. His mom's boyfriend. Let's just get that clear. His mom's boyfriend.
I want to rehear that and see if I actually said that.
This dude. I'm
my mom's boyfriend.
His mom's boyfriend.
Make it clear.
I'm so sorry.
Alright guys, we'll see you in the next one.
I need some water.
We're probably either going to be doing another fishing videos or another podcast. But
this ball needs some milk.
you guys have a good day. I'll see you guys later.